Ever wonder why African Americans have the highest percentage of diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and end-stage renal disease in the entire country? Hi, I'm Sandra Phillips. I'm a licensed dietitian nutritionist. I teach, educate, and inspire people to change their lifestyle. I started using BioSlife fiber in 2005. Primarily, I just wanted to lower my cholesterol because my doctor told me that he was going to prescribe a statin medication. I knew at the time I wasn't going to take it. So in 2005, I started using the BioSlife fiber to lower my cholesterol. At the time, my hemoglobin A1C was 6.3. Now that is a test that doctors use to determine if, number one, you're managing your blood sugars well, or number two, you may be borderline diabetic. But at the time, I was more concerned with my cholesterol levels, my HDL, my LDL, so I just figured I would just keep taking the fiber over time and it would get better. Fast forward to 2012 and it was up by 2 points. This is significant because a high hemoglobin A1C is an indicator that you are diabetic. And at 6.5, I was considered diabetic. I knew I needed to make some lifestyle changes. So I needed to make some decisions about what I wanted to do. Keep in mind, cardiovascular disease in African Americans is high. We are twice as likely to die from heart disease. 28% of African American women have high blood pressure. 25 to 44% of African American women are at greater risk for heart disease than the entire population of other women. 66% of overall African American adults have high blood pressure. It's time for a change. 1 in 3 kidney patients also have diabetes and hypertension. And many times, kidney failure has no symptoms. African Americans are 1/3 of the American population with a greater risk for cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and end-stage renal disease. What is the answer? Primarily, it is prevention. I knew that. So I needed to make a decision and I chose the transformation program. I want to share a short video with you showing the experiences of 2 African American women and how they are managing and dealing with their diabetes.
Heart disease and diabetes are 2 of the 4 leading causes of death among African American women. 1 in 4 African American women over the age of 55 are diagnosed with diabetes. African American women are twice as likely to develop heart disease than white women. African American families are impacted by these diseases in more than 1 generation. And as Americans are faced with higher rates of heart disease than other countries and obesity rates are steadily increasing, the health disparities in the African American community will only worsen. Rosemary and Marcia, 2 sisters, live with the reality of heart disease and diabetes. Losing their mother to health complications caused by diabetes and heart disease, they both now are battling heart disease and diabetes themselves.
I got type 2 diabetes. I wasn't born with it. I got it when I got in my about 32, 33, that's when I got diabetes. I had to shoot insulin because my body stopped making the insulin.
My heart attack was around about 2007. Just felt pain in both my sides, and it felt very uncomfortable. And I didn't really know what it was. I figured maybe I'll go and lay down and it'll pass. So I went to sleep. As I got up that morning, and I was about to go get something for breakfast, but then I started feeling that pain came back and it wasn't letting up, and I felt clammy and the pain wouldn't go away. And I didn't think that I could drive and make it to the hospital, so I called an ambulance when they came and got me. And that's what was going on, the heart attack. I learned to pray on a problem, leave it there.
But through God's grace and mercy, we can live with these diseases. And that's what I do. I live with it.
With the adoption of healthier lifestyle habits, quality of life doesn't have to be regulated to just survival.
As you can see from this video, they're not dealing with their diabetes correctly. Mostly what you need to do is not resolve that I'm going to just accept the diabetes with medication. Diabetes is a lifestyle disease, and it surely can be managed with diet and exercise. So I made a decision to do the transformation program because in 2007, I actually conducted a health study with 103 African Americans on the Southside Church. That study was done to lower their cholesterol levels and improve their bad cholesterol, which is the LDL. After 12 weeks of using the BioSlife fiber twice a day, taking it 10 minutes before they ate their largest meals, their total cholesterol was down by 20% or 27 points. And the LDL, the bad cholesterol, was down by 26% or 21 points. I had the privilege of sharing this information as clinical data to prove the effectiveness of the BioSlife fiber. So I knew I needed to make some decisions. So I did the transformation program because I am a success from the transformation program. That program is 13 weeks. When I started in 13 weeks, my hemoglobin A1C was 6.5. In 13 weeks, it was down to 6.0. That's remarkable. I was elated. And also was my triglycerides because they came from 166 to 90. Many people who are diabetic have high triglycerides, and that comes from eating highly fat food and junk food. Now, I am a potato chip eater, so I was snacking on chips every day. And this contributed to me being insulin resistant and being borderline diabetic. But now I'm free from that. I continued doing the transformation program for another 3 months. And in total, I lost 25 pounds, reduced my percent body fat, and I just feel great. And you can do the same thing. You don't have to live with medications for diabetes. You don't have to resolve that all I can do is take pills and take insulin. Diabetes is a lifestyle disease and can be managed with diet and exercise. So I'm going to ask you now to think about what your prime challenge is. Is it weight? Is it blood sugars? Is it high blood pressure? Or either can it be that you have been so poorly controlled that you might have kidney disease at this point? You don't have to stop there. Make the decision now. Make the prime challenge and set a goal and make a decision. And just contact me. The transformation program is absolutely comprehensive. You will change your mind, body, and spirit in just a matter of 13 weeks. Don't wait. Contact me now.